Hello, my name is Lorraine Rodriguez, and today I will be discussing my case study, A Housing Compact in Pinellas County. I attended an October 18th meeting at the city of Oldsmar with their city council. Forward Pinellas brought forward their Advantage Pinellas Housing Compact as a proposal for the city of Oldsmar to adopt, um, and we will be discussing that. The issue that I listed in my case study was that there is a significant need for affordable housing, jobs and development along major Pinellas County corridors. Advantage Pinellas, the plan, and Forward Pinellas, under their Advantage Pinellas plan, would like all governments in Pinellas County to adopt the Advantage Pinellas Housing Compact in order to increase affordable housing that will link jobs and economic development within the next decade. There were several major key players that brought together the housing compact that was presented and will continue to be presented to other municipalities within Pinellas County. The first four were the city of Largo, city of St. Pete, Pinellas County, and the city of Clearwater, along with Forward Pinellas. Um, I would say they are major stakeholders in the sense that they came up with the compact. They are the largest part of the largest municipalities or the largest chunk of the county. So it would probably do well for them that other parts of the other municipalities, other governments within the county agree to the compact. Forward Pinellas, I also listed as a major stakeholder, given that they are consistently at the forefront of planning and making changes within the county. The entity is actually, proposing and presenting the compact. So I would imagine that they stand probably to lose the most if everyone decided not to participate. The Pinellas Board of County Commissioners was also listed as a major stakeholder. Per the compact, the Pinellas BOCC allocated about $80 million from Penny for Pinellas revenue towards affordable housing. That $80 million has been set aside for those next 10 years. So that's quite a bit of funding that will go to affordable housing and towards these efforts. Pinellas County residents, if the projections made by the Advantage Pinellas plan, by the Teal study that was used by Forward Pinellas, showing how land use and economic development and affordable housing and all those things plus other resources together are going to affect Pinellas County. It's in the best interest of Pinellas County residents to allow funding for affordable housing. I think it's said that there will be about 100,000 new residents within the next 10 years in Pinellas County. So I don't see why residents would vote against their own interest. Corporate executives and owners were also listed, and business owners were also listed as major stakeholders. Corporate leaderships looking to build their headquarters out in the area could probably stand to lose a lot if, certain areas aren't willing to budge. Say, for example, beach communities. When I spoke to my expert, Miss Linda Fisher, which I will discuss a little bit later, um, she specifically discussed that beach communities may not be open to development. Land is expensive. They don't want that change, or it's high risk anyway because it's a flood area. So, I think that the corporate execs may have, a little bit of an issue on their hands should certain communities decide not to go with this. Just to discuss my expert interview, I spoke with Linda Fisher. She is the principal planner at Forward Pinellas, and she is in charge of handling their their strategic plan, their countywide administering their countywide plan. I asked her a few questions just about the research and kind of her thoughts and Forward Pinellas thoughts from a planning perspective. I asked her what kind of research goes into creating a long-term plan like the Advantage Pinellas Housing Compact. Um, She mentioned that Advantage Pinellas was originally a long-range transportation plan, and then there are many other items under that umbrella. So Forward Pinellas's focus is land use and transportation, and that it should not be looked at in a vacuum. The data, she mentioned that the data shows that transportation is the second highest cost in the household, and so she mentioned that Forward Pinellas, would like for the intent of this compact is as much housing as there will be jobs on those high transit corridors. Um, we discussed before. I mentioned before how she said that other areas in the county might feel about affordable housing coming to their communities, or even how they might feel about the compact. Um, I asked, as a planner, I think my biggest question was for her as a planner if she had any idea of the industries that might come to Pinellas County. I gave her an example. I live in Pasco County, and in Pasco County, there is no shortage of medical jobs. If you want to be a doctor, a nurse, or dental assistant, anything like that, on one side of Pasco, it's all medical. On the other side, it's a lot of industrial. She mentioned that they have absolutely thought about the types of industries. There is a TIELS study, that's the TIELS study, that was conducted by Forward Pinellas, that showed that there's little land left to develop in Pinellas County. So a lot of the industries that they want to see are more like pocket industries, or like pocket manufacturers, and that's already been identified in that study. So they're seeing a lot of like Class A office space that's coming up. So a lot of corporate headquarters. One interesting nugget that she gave me was that while people may think that because Pinellas is so close to beaches and it's so beautiful and there's so many nice parks and resources, and then St. Pete is so like foodie, tourism is not the number one industry in Pinellas County. It's actually manufacturing. It's a huge industry. It's just not visible to the normal eye, to the normal traveler through Pinellas County. Um, I will show you. I did give my comment at the city council meeting. I was very nervous. It was very nerve-wracking. I was unable to cut it, but I can kind of show here. Let's see. We make the 40-minute drives into our respective jobs daily because there really is no other choice. As many of you may already know, the concern for the lack of affordable housing in this country is a valid and growing one. I have personally attended meetings in the area discussing the steps that different municipalities would make to ensure their residents were not being priced out of their homes. So when I saw an agenda item pop up that would discuss Pinellas County initiatives, I was excited, and I knew that I would like to further study how the city of Oldsmar, if and how the city of Oldsmar would be implementing those initiatives. The Advantage Pinellas Housing Compact being presented seems to clearly outline the issues of affordable housing in Pinellas County. Not only are those issues outlined, the Pinellas BOCC, Forward Pinellas, and other entities have also provided some remedy to the issue by committing to allocating funds to affordable housing. In my opinion, as a local public policy student, the Advantage Pinellas Housing Compact is a sound commitment for those involved. The Florida Housing Finance Corporation is an entity that works closely with municipalities and developers to ensure that the properties being designed and constructed fit the neighborhoods. Okay. So, let me see here. After all of that, after presenting, after meeting with my expert, Linda Fisher, after reviewing all of the documents, it's my recommendation that all 25 governments in Pinellas County join the Advantage Pinellas Housing Compact to ensure that there are at least 1,000 affordable housing units added to the county every year for the next 10 years. It's a promise to commit. It's not an obligation. However, I believe that by showing solidarity as a county, as such a large county with so many different governments and municipalities, and such a diverse county with so many different people, showing that solidarity will only, you know, it will only serve well when you're going for state funding or funding from any other outside source. Thank you.